Welcome to day 2 of our trip to New York City. We started with breakfast at the TikTok diner next to our hotel. People often walk at least 20,000 steps a day when visiting New York, so a good breakfast is essential. We left Macy's and walked north up 9th Avenue to Bryant Park. This bustling outdoor space gave another great view of some of New York's amazing buildings. Check out the website for things to do and what shops and eateries are on offer. Our next stop was the Grand Central Terminal. The main concourse has featured in plenty of films and TV shows, including Gossip Girl and the computer game The Division. We had a lot of fun at the Whispering Wall. Due to the acoustics of the tiled arches, if you stand in one of the corners and say something, the person in the corner opposite will be able to hear you. After exploring the concourse, we went to Pershing Square Cafe for a quick coffee to plan our route to the High Line. It took us a little while to walk here, but with its grid pattern and numbered streets and avenues, New York is quite easy to navigate on foot. We joined the High Line at the 10th Avenue and West 30th Street entrance and were immediately greeted by this interesting tree. Its colour is meant to resemble the branching systems of human organs, blood vessels and tissue, encouraging us to think about the connection between humans and nature. Hundreds of people in the 1800s were killed by street-level freight trains, so the High Line, or the West Side Elevated Line as it was known back then, was built to transport goods through Manhattan and prevent people being hit by trains. The rise in trucking saw a reduction in train use, and by the 1980s all traffic on the line had stopped. There were calls for the line to be demolished, but ideas for how to repurpose it began to grow. That wasn't the only thing that grew. Wild plants had taken over the abandoned structure, which inspired ideas for how to use the space. The first section of the new High Line Park was opened in 2009, and various other new parts and walkways followed in the years after, bringing us to what we see today. Almost 1.5 miles of green space with over 500 species of plants and trees. It's also home to artwork and performances, public programs and community engagement. It's a must-visit for anyone looking for some urban tranquility amongst the chaos of the city. Nice. Okay, you can stop now. We dropped off the High Line at Chelsea Market to have something to eat and found Pearl River Mart Foods, a family-run business since 1971. The Chelsea Market location has vendors selling Asian-inspired foods and a grocery store selling unique products from local businesses.
We're in Chelsea Market. We've just been on the High Line and we're now having a hot dog, which apparently is New York's best hot dog, which I have seen on every single hot dog vendor stand. So let's see if it actually is. I'm going to try and rip it in half. Before I do that, maybe I'm just going to have a bite of the hot dog. It's nice, it kind of reminds me of a pepperami.
This area was bustling and includes a shopping mall, iconic art deco buildings, street art and a food market with many different world cuisines. After that, we took the subway to DUMBO in Brooklyn to go to the Time Out Market. With its unique ice cream flavours, Sugar Hill Creamery was the perfect place for a dessert. The rooftop bar offers unmissable views of the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges and is extremely popular for drinks and photo opportunities. As well as in New York, you can find Time Out markets in Lisbon, Boston, Montreal, Chicago, Dubai, Cape Town and Porto, with more venues coming soon. These markets are a paradise for food and drink lovers and showcase some of the best selections and emerging talent on the culinary scene. We went back downstairs to a bar for a quick drink before going outside to film more of the skyline.
Hey everyone! So, as you can see, I am in Brooklyn. It's suddenly gotten very, very dark, so I decided to come down to the river because look at this view. So, this behind me is Brooklyn Bridge, and then we've got the New York skyline all behind me here, and then just up here we have Manhattan Bridge. But now it's started to get dark. It actually looks a lot lighter on the camera than it is in reality, but yeah, what a view. I'm gonna just flip you around and leave you with this for a little bit.
then time to head back to the hotel and get something to eat. We went to Two Bros Pizza again, and then had a Brooklyn lager at the TikTok diner before calling it a night, as we have to be up and away tomorrow to board our cruise.